Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to talk about Extreme Super Battle Road and the potential for what is going to happen for Saiyan Day for Global. So, one thing to bear in mind, obviously straight away, that at the time of recording, the multiple issues with Global Dokkan are still not fixed. So, really, the whole premise of this video is assuming that those issues are going to be fixed. Because obviously, if somehow Saiyan Day goes ahead, but with the game in the state that it's in now, even if they do add the Super Battle Road stages, we're not going to be able to play them, which would definitely not be good. So let us have a look and see what is going on with Extreme Super Battle Road. So Extreme Super Battle Road, as you should know at this point, is basically just the original Super Battle Road, but made even more difficult. The units all hit harder, have more HP, etc, etc. So it was first released on JP during Saiyan Day last year, but was not released on Global at the same time. So I brought up the celebrations here. This is the JP one for Saiyan Day. So obviously they got the banner, the login missions, there was the revenge category because that was the category introduced by Bardock, so they always do those kind of support category banners when a new unit comes out. Obviously his Dokkan event, the free-to-play Team Bardock came out, and then Extreme Super Battle Road. But if we have a look at Global, we obviously got the missions, the sales, we got the revenge banner as well, the events. We got a new Ultimate Clash, but that was just like a normal new reset. I don't think it wasn't like a special Saiyan Day one or anything like that. It was just one that JP had before. But then, to add insult to injury, like this really rubs the salt in, I think, a little bit, or at least it did for me, because you guys know I love Super Battle Road. We got Super Battle Road available every day instead of just at the weekend for the duration of the Saiyan Day celebration. Which, don't get me wrong, that's nice, because I love playing Super Battle Road. Because of that, I'm always super low on keys. So, generally, unless I'm doing a specific recording, I don't get to play Super Battle Road during the week. So this is obviously nice, but it felt kind of cheeky, the fact that they're like, hey, yeah, you can play Super Battle Road every day. You don't get any new stages, though. Those are only for JP. So that is what happened last year. And then, of course, they finally came out on the 15th of September this year for Global. So keep that in mind, because you'll see that date again. If we go over and have a look here, so stages 11 to 20, just like the previous ones, they are the same stages 11 to 20 as the original Super Battle Road. They just have the difficulty ramped up. And then another difference is, because these are the category stages and not the mono typings, some of the enemy typings have changed. Because obviously in the mono ones, you're always fighting all units of the same type, whereas in these, some of the units changed. So for example, like straight away looking at the Super and Extreme types, Rose is AGL in the normal version, and Vegeta is Tech in the normal version on the Extreme one. So they changed it for the Extreme Super Battle Road to make it a little bit different. I think some of them, they were tactical decisions, because for example, one of the stages is Majin Buu Saga, and this was released not super long after the download celebration, or possibly during the download celebration, I have to remember. But obviously the big new unit for the Majin Buu Saga was the LR, Goku and Vegeta, who are STR. So they changed the final Vegito in Majin Buu Saga to AGL, because I think he might have been physical originally. But to be honest, that STR, Goku and Vegeta are so good that if he was anything other than AGL, they would just absolutely destroy him. Whereas obviously now, because he has type advantage over them, even though they do have damage reduction built into their passive, they'll take a lot of damage from him, especially if he super attacks. And then of course, if you choose to fuse into Vegito, they lose that damage reduction. So then if they catch a super attack from him, they're going to take a ton of damage. Obviously when you transform with them, you get to foresee super attacks, so it's pretty unlikely that that's going to happen. But they lose their damage reduction, so even though they counter normal attacks, they still take a little bit of extra damage, especially if you don't have dupes in them. So him being AGL was obviously deliberately done to make that stage a little bit harder, based on the fact that he exists. So we go back up to the top here. So these 10 stages were released on the 15th of September. So that date's familiar, right? So we go back to Global. that is when we got the first 10 stages. So at the time we got the first 10 stages, that is when JP got the next 10 stages, keeping them 10 stages ahead of us. So obviously what the whole point of this video and the discussion now is that Saiyan Day is once again almost upon us, and that is when Extreme Super Battle Road was added last year. So if I had to make a guess, my prediction is going to be that JP is definitely going to get more stages, but we don't necessarily know what. They could get the next 10 extreme stages, or they could get 10 new category stages of the normal Super Battle Road. But the big question is, which is the point of the video, is are we actually going to get anything for global? Because the biggest issue with Super Battle Road, there's no reason why they needed to release these stages at different times. Like going by the extreme Super Battle Road stages that we currently have on global, the only ones we have, the mono stages, if these had released at the same time on both versions, obviously like newer players wouldn't have been able to beat some of the stages, but that's generally the case for Super Battle Road anyway. But a lot of people would have been perfectly fine to beat these stages if they'd came out when they came out on JP. There was no reason they needed to delay them. It wasn't to sort of make it, you know, easier to beat. I guess technically it is true that they did become easier to beat because new units would have come out and stuff like that, but they wouldn't have been significantly easier for some of the, like, you know, end game level players with their accounts than if they had released at the same time. But of course, the big problem with this prediction is, of course, the fact that when it came to Saiyan Day last year, JP got the Extreme Super Battle Road, but Global got nothing Super Battle Road related. And it was only on this celebration during the 15th, which I'm pretty sure was the download celebration. That was when we finally got the first 10 stages, and JP got 10 more. So going by this same like blueprint from last year, we're not even necessarily going to get anything Super Battle Road related for global. And believe me, if the thing for global this year is just this again, so we get the Super Battle Road stages every day, I'm not going to be too happy. I mean, it's still good. It's still better than nothing, because like I said, I like playing Super Battle Road, but we're at a point now where there's no reason why we should be so far behind on the stages. And if JP are going to follow the same blueprint that they did for their Saiyan Day, and they get another 10 stages, then that puts us a total of, what, 20 stages behind? And there's really no reason why they should do that. So these 10 stages absolutely should come to global for Saiyan Day. Who knows if they will. There was a couple of points during last year where we thought the original 10 stages were likely to drop, and they just didn't. They kept putting it back. I think the main one we were leading towards was when Boo and Gotenks came out for what was Golden Week on JP. That was obviously delayed until, is it August in, or it might have been November. Yeah, it was part 2 of the worldwide celebration. The thing I was thinking of, I got a little bit confused. The thing I was thinking of was the 10 stages of category Super Battle Road that we were still missing. And we didn't get those until the celebration. I think they literally came out on Christmas Day. So, again, we're always just behind JP on the stages for Super Battle Road. I used to joke all the time that it was Truth paying off a Katsuki so that he can always be ahead of me on the no item runs, because they always have extra stages on JP that I literally can't play on the global version. So hopefully with Saiyan Day, I would predict that we're going to see new stages for JP. So hopefully they give us another 10 for global so we can at least be not as far behind, because a lot of people get hyped for Super Battle Road. It's not just me. A lot of people don't care about doing no item runs and stuff like that, but Super Battle Road is, I think, some of the most fun content in the game. And so just having those new stages to try out, plus it's always fun to take new units into the harder stages. But the mono stages are definitely nowhere near as fun to do, whereas obviously we now get an extreme version of Super and Extreme class, so you can try out all the teams that don't have their own category stages. Like, for example, if you pull Bojack and Turles, you might want to try out like your best Space Traveling Warriors team on Super Battle Road, but the only way you can really do that is on the Extreme stage. And the original version, like the non-Extreme Super Battle Road, like nowadays that stage is just too easy with the current meta units. So having these stages is going to be really, really good. So I personally am hoping that they come to global. Obviously, we're hoping that the general issues are going to be fixed. Otherwise, we can't play them, even if they are supposed to drop. But yeah, hopefully we will be seeing them arriving on global very soon. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think we are actually going to get them, or do you think that yet again JP is going to get some and we're not? I wouldn't be surprised if people do think that, because people's confidence in global is pretty low at the moment, understandably so. But let me know what you guys think down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.